Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wisdom Wednesday. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Curtis Johnson. Probably should actually get to the point where I don't say that anymore because I'm pretty sure most of you guys know me. But I'm super excited about everything that we launched a couple days ago. Just by show of hands, I want to see actually better than show of hands. Don't show of hands. Text in the chat here. If you've already gotten started with one of the Bettr plans, go ahead and type in their Team Bettr. I want to see a ton of Team Bettrs in there. So let me know who on here. There we go. Good, good. I'm glad to see that Jet is also Team Bettr. That's comforting. Keep them coming, guys. Are you Team Bettr? Are you here to help families, business owners, help your own business to add on additional services and value to your clients? Let me know if you are Team Bettr. Got a lot of people writing in. This is great, great. Sarah, Albert, Carol, Mark. Yeah, okay, the reads look good. Both of you guys. Jeanette, Melissa, Jennifer, Karen, Vicky, Kenny. This is great, guys. Ron, Miguel, David. I love it. So this is the today we are going to make sure that we both answer any of your questions, any of you who are already call it Team Bettr. But I also, let's be honest, I wanna talk to you guys about what are the next steps even for you. But then in addition to that, anyone who you have on your team that maybe you need to think about how to approach them on it, or you want to make sure that you keep as many of the affiliates that you've been working with in this company. I want to make sure any questions you all have, let's get those answered. Let's make sure that there's no questions, confusions, anything like that. So today is going to be a lot more of a focused Q&A like we were texting in the chat. I'm going to put in there right now because I'm sure some of you are like, whoa, what is Curtis talking about? I have no idea. What is this Team Bettr thing? Why is he telling us about things that, if you missed Monday, you have no idea what we're talking about. It'd be pretty challenging if you don't look at your email. But I just put in the chat. So we, for anyone who doesn't know, we launched the two paid programs for Bettr, which are the programs going forward. And for anyone who doesn't know, the way we're going to do this is to make sure that you don't have any interruption in your ability to dive in with Bettr. We want everyone to get started on one of those paid programs before August 1st. So call it August 1st is like the deadline because we really want to understand who here is ready to take Bettr seriously. We're excited that so many people have already gotten started within the first day. It's been a very exciting last 48 hours. There's no question about that. So we already would call this a huge success. It's going to help us definitely bring you more tools, more services, things of that nature. So it's definitely something that we're very excited about how this is going so far. I'm going to walk everyone through before we get to any question and answer or anything of that sort. I'm going to walk you through the paid plans again really quickly. I'm going to show you again the advanced marketing tool that we have with iDecide and some of the majorly exciting features that brings to anyone. And then I want to get very quickly within the next 10 minutes into Q&A. I want to know what you all need help on to explain it better, to call it some of your team, some of the people that you've worked with for a while here. So let me start I will share my screen. Now, let me pull this up really quickly, put it over here. All right. So sharing my screen now. All right, you can see my screen. Someone unmute and tell me you can, because for some reason I can't see you people.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys see Lisa Williams' beautiful face there? Excellent.
Yes.
And now Omar. Excellent. Okay, good. So for anyone who doesn't know at this point how to get signed into Bettr, you would go to betterincome.com. And then from here, you're going to see up in the corner subscriptions. Now, I would love to actually even show it to you on mobile. On mobile, you'll see the little, usually it's called a hamburger, which is 3 lines. And if you click those 3 lines, it'll show this menu. So if you're on mobile, you would click the three lines in the top corner, and then you'll see these same menu items. So from there, you click in subscriptions. You go pick a plan, and you'll see then if anyone wants to be nostalgic, watch this rotator go through because it's got a lot of little fun moments from the last 2 years of Bettr. But then Bettr going forward, to reiterate, is a paid platform. And the reason, if you want to go through the whole hour that we talked about this topic, I strongly suggest it. But to give you the short version of it, we really need to be able to take Bettr to the next level. It's very important. From day one, Bettr was never planned to be a free platform. We saw a lot of success and a lot of growth by doing that. It taught us a lot of things. We learned, what are aspects of Bettr that people like? What are things that we need to hone in on? What are things we need to fix? And we've gotten to the stage of the business where it just makes sense to turn this into a platform where we have more money, more capital to be able to invest in platforms that we think would help you, advanced marketing tools, and other pieces that make it so Bettr is a much more seamless platform for you to utilize. So, in other words, like I was saying earlier, by August 1, we want to know here who is on Team Bettr, who's part of the Bettr family going forward. So we will see people who sign up for the base plan, which I'm not surprised based on the amount of things on the pro plan, but 95% of everyone has signed up for Bettr Pro, which is awesome. I'm very excited about some of the special trainings we're going to do for pro members. But on the low end, we are talking about $5 a month. We're talking about drinking 1 cup of Starbucks a month and investing in your Bettr business, and recognizing, especially for many of you out there, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, we sent shares of ownership to those who brought in business in the first 2 years. So up to, well, not the first 2 years, up to December 31st of this last year. So anyone who submitted business and got paid on something during that time period, we sent you stock. So anything that we do here, also think of it this way, that helps to increase your share value. Okay. In addition to that, anything you do this year, we'll be sending out stock at the end of this year as well. So this is something that is also fundamental to building a massive platform. Think of like Facebook, think of like Amazon. You can't really, Amazon can't do what they do without Prime. Prime gives their certain members way more features, but also really is the fundamental of the whole platform. So you're going to be able to go forward with Bettr Plus, which you'll be able to see what we were just discussing some of the last pieces on this. We're getting this very, very close within the next week or two. You will be able to see your personal lead. So any lead that you've sent in from the beginning of Bettr till now, and its status, its stage that it's in. And then with Bettr Pro, you'll be able to track all of your team leads as well. So this, on the $15 side, if you've brought in any number of individuals into Bettr, or that you're going to, this is the plan to be on. You want to be on Bettr Pro. Bettr, the way you should look at this, Bettr Plus is like, I don't even know what Bettr is, and I'm just testing the waters. Those people should be on Bettr Plus. Anyone who's serious about their business, they need to go Bettr Pro. That's the way to do that. And you just go ahead and hit subscribe, and then it'll take you to the checkout page. And then, so $5 a month for Bettr Plus. Bettr Pro is $15 a month. So let's jump back out here. So that's this first, how to subscribe to Bettr, pick a plan. Below that, you'll see this. This is something that we've been working on for quite a while. This is a game changer. So click learn more. This is iDecide. It's a platform that we're working with that we've already built out an absolutely amazing presentation that takes your client or prospective client on a journey to really understand the breadth of Bettr. Like all of the different products that are on our platform, it lets them really pick the one and the topic that is most interesting to them. And I showed that on Monday's call, and we have the recording already up, and where you can find that. You have 100 emails from us on it. So there's no way, if you don't go through your inbox, that you wouldn't find it. But here, I want to show you on iDecide, you go learn more. It's going to take you to an iDecide page where you can go through and look at all of this for sure, but you'll want to take advantage of this launch special. So this launch special, if you click it, it's this top one right at the top here. Okay, you'll put in all your information. There is a $149 special that ends tomorrow night at midnight. So midnight on July 4th. So we thought there was a poetic irony to having that special end after 4th of July. So 4th of July at midnight, this special will go away. To give you an idea, generally it's $24 a month or $149 a year. So you're going to get the yearly price will be your lifetime price. Normally lifetime is $250. So I strongly suggest if anyone really is planning to take Bettr seriously and wants to be able to have a tool. See, I've described it like this. The way that I see that this tool is best used is, let's say you're sitting down with someone. Let's stop sharing. Let's say you're sitting down with someone, or you have a connection or a client that you work with on your core, and you know that they probably would qualify for Clearwater, or maybe they pay a lot in taxes, or there are all these different pieces to Bettr, and you know that they would really qualify for multiple of them, but you just don't know which one they would be interested in. This tool gives you the journey to let them choose. So you don't then spend, call it 15 minutes trying to close them on, let's get a quote for your company on Clearwater. And then at the end of it, they're like, no, thanks for telling me about it. Really appreciate it, but we're really happy where we are on that. And then you're kind of like, okay, but wait, there's actually something else I'd like to talk to you about too. That's a great way to kind of kill credibility, is like that. Oh, wait, hold on. I have something else that's great that I know you'll love. After you just said that, this iDecide tool makes it so you don't have to go through kind of that sort of experience. You let them choose, okay? So lots of excitement, lots of things that I think can take any success you've already had in Bettr and have it go 10 times more. I will not be surprised if someone uses iDecide to add an additional $200,000 to $300,000 to their Bettr business this year. So something that's next level amazing. I want to make sure though that yes, Pete, I too like cheeseburgers. Thank you for that message. That was to everyone. Good. Okay, cool. So let's go through. We'll take some chats if we have time. I will also show the iDecide presentation. Otherwise, let's get some questions in here. So Raymond is asking, do you get iDecide with both subscriptions? No, you don't get iDecide with either of the Bettr subscriptions. The Bettr Plus and the Bettr Pro are membership subscriptions to Bettr. iDecide is a marketing tool separate from the subscriptions. So you'll pick whatever Bettr plan you're on, and if you see that iDecide is a good fit for you, and you think that you could do a lot more business with that, you could better help your clients with that, go ahead and separately also sign up for iDecide. So you need to have a Bettr plan and have iDecide. Okay, let's go to the next question here. Can we only use iDecide with Bettr products? That's a great question. And the answer is no. There are a lot of companies out there that have iDecide presentations. I know that there are some financial services companies that have utilized it. There are other platforms that are utilizing it. It's also something now that we distribute on our platform. So it is the kind of thing that you're more than welcome to check with the company you work with and say, hey, do you have iDecide? And if they go, no, what's that? Here's the cool thing. Since iDecide is also on our platform now as something you can distribute, you could close them on bringing iDecide to their company and make obviously whatever commission for having done that. Because I think has anyone in here actually used their iDecide to introduce Bettr to one of their clients? I'm seeing a lot of chats, but go ahead and Jeremiah, do you mind unmuting? Tell me how it went.
Well, correction. I didn't use it on any of my clients as of yet. I used it on myself to kind of see how the Bettr presentation would look from the client's perspective. So that's a mistake on my part.
Totally fine. What was your take on it?
It was really good. I like how obviously it was interactive, but also getting straight to the point what they wanted in like 5 or 6 questions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Instead of just feeding them all this information all at once, it's kind of like in their hand and all organized to suit what they're looking for.
Perfect. I love it. Yeah. And everyone, I strongly thank you, Jeremiah, for that. Appreciate you. I strongly suggest if you haven't gone through it to go through it as well. And let's make sure we take care of some of these questions here. Okay. So can you let me see. Yeah, Melissa, we will go through. Do you guys want to hear? Do we want to take questions first, or do you want me to show you guys the iDecide? Would that be the first thing that everyone seems to be?
Show us the iDecide first.
Good. I will do that. Excellent. Let me pull it up here. Okay, this. All right. So let me share my screen again. All right. And let's do it. So, oh, hold on. 1 second. One more thing I have to do. Okay, good. All right. Can everyone see my screen? Yes, perfect. Okay, so obviously, so one thing to note here, I just pulled the first one I had available. The contact info here, because this is a back end version of it. So it'll say your client's name here, and it'll give your contact info here. It's not going to show obviously iDecide's info. So it'll say if your email address is, whatever, your email will pop up here and your name will pop up here, so they know it's coming from you. Okay, and then they click in.
Hello, and welcome to this brief interactive experience. We think you'll see that the next few minutes will be time very well spent. Bettr's a platform of partners, services, and tools designed to solve some of the most challenging problems we face today. We've connected small and medium companies alike to unique specialists, resulting in millions in recovered funds. Not to mention, finding reductions of 20 to 25% on some of their largest expenses. Likewise, we've helped families and individuals experience unexpected relief by revealing simple and effective solutions to problems we all face in our health and wealth. And not to brag, but we're pretty darn good at it. Whether it's personal or business, we've been able to implement some pretty impactful changes for our clients. Like this, for example. Take a look and click Move Ahead when you're ready.
All right, so like you'll notice, for instance, it's expecting interaction. And you'll see this on the sales page of iDecide. They make the point that this interaction is very important for maintaining attention. There are statistics about a high percentage, it's in the 70s or 80s, of people that are watching a video are kind of checked out doing something else and not participating. So this interactivity of making them participate makes sure that they're actually looking. So it forces them to look and say, wow, that's a lot saved. Look at all that. That's notable, right? So they're actually paying attention.
Great. This technology can customize the next few minutes specifically to you with the answers to just a few quick questions. So let's jump in. First, while you can always come back to explore all that Bettr has to offer, would you like to see first how we can help you in your personal life or your business?
All right, guys, tell me which way to go. I'm going to pick the third that I see.
Business.
Third chat that I see.
Personal.
Chat. All right, well, the third one was business. So we'll go personal after.
Fantastic. When it comes to finding and reducing company expenses, increasing top-line revenue, and attracting and retaining talent without wreaking havoc on your bottom line, we are experts in finding unique solutions that have traditionally been reserved for only large enterprise-level companies. Just a few questions about your business, and we can give you a better understanding of which of those would be a fit for you. First, how many employees do you have?
All right, which one should I pick? First answer, 11 to 50. Thank you.
And do you or your staff create new processes or products each year?
On this one, we're going with yes.
Great. And what's your estimated gross revenue?
All right, so what should I pick? First one to answer.
5 million.
5 million it is. I'm going to take that one because I understand it would be something to
Almost
type
done. Did you make 1099 income in 2020
yes.
and or 2021? Okay, last one. Have you been in business since at least 2019?
So I'm sure a lot of you are seeing what this is doing. This is a question that's related to ERC. And just in case anyone's sitting there going, why are we still showing ERC? It's still totally live. There has been nothing like in terms of a measure to like a law that's removed it off the book. So ERC is still totally in play. About 12 days ago, the IRS pushed out a memo saying that they're going to process everything with just a couple more checks that goes up to the moratorium for last year. So any of the ERC stuff that you pushed through last year is set based on the IRS's own guidance to be processed now, and that they are going to get to the stuff that's more recent. So that's why we're still asking this. My suggestion, if someone is being pushed toward ERC, just let them know of the landscape, which is, hey, there's been talks of getting rid of it, but it hasn't happened. So just know that, you know, there is a small percentage chance that it won't happen. The percentage is small. We're in an election year. No one's going to get rid of ERC right before the election. Okay, so we're going to say yes to this.
Fantastic. Based on your answers, these are the areas we think we could help you with, but you're in control. So go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you like to see first?
In the chat. Tell me. Tax credit. Okay. So this one, is that what we mean? Because there's a couple. Get a tax credit for business or for self-employed. Okay, we're gonna go here, guys. We'll go here. How about this? We'll go through a couple of them. Okay, don't worry. Take this one first.
Fantastic. Thanks to the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan CARES Act, there's now a program called the Self-Employment Tax Credit Program, or SETC. So freelancers, independent contractors, and gig workers are now eligible for tax credits that pay you back for the time you would have normally spent earning money that was lost due to COVID. Simply put, SETC was created for any and all self-employed workers, of which there are about 80 million in the US. It's a fully refundable tax credit, meaning you actually receive a check from the US Treasury for the amount you qualify for, and you could qualify for up to $32,220. Would you like to find out how much you could qualify for by answering a few questions?
All right, we're going to go with no, so we can get back to
Go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you like to see first?
Better pricing. Which one is that? Where's better pricing? Better benefits at a better price, I'm guessing is what we're referring to? Okay.
Great. Business owners have told us that when it comes to their employee benefits, their main concerns are improving the quality of their benefits so they can attract employees and increase retention, and at the same time, decrease ongoing plan expenses. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, it is, because we've been known to help them with both, saving them an average of $4,000 per employee per year and improving the quality of the plan at the same time. Whether you have a fully insured plan, self-funded plan, or no plan at all, we can typically help, like we did for these companies. Take a look and click Move Ahead when you're ready.
Awesome. So
go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you like to see first? Okay, before we dive into this section, take a guess as to what percentage of business owners, according to the IRS, overpay in taxes.
What's your guys' guess? Okay, first person said 41. Rebecca says 41. Drum roll.
Good guess, but it's actually 93%. More than 9 out of 10 business owners overpay in taxes. How could that be? It's not because they don't have a good accountant or CPA. Well, it's usually not. It's because CPAs typically only have the time, staff, and credentials to focus on filing last year's taxes. Ongoing tax strategy for the current year is usually something they don't have the time or training to handle. Well, imagine having someone working with your CPA that focused on finding strategies this year. resulting in you paying as much as 50% less in taxes, all 100% legal and per the existing tax codes. How is that possible? Well, between advanced AI software and a leadership team with over 75 years of combined experience, they'll find strategies that nobody else can. And they've found approximately 1,500 of them. All in all, while some of our clients save millions in taxes, the average savings is $52,000 in their annual tax bill. So the question really becomes, are you 100% certain you're doing everything you can to legally pay the lowest amount of taxes possible? So would you like to schedule a quick call to learn more?
Okay, apparently it's drowning me out a little bit. I don't know how to turn off voice isolation, so if someone happens to know how to do that, chat. Tell me in the comments. Let's do this. Let's go back. Let's see, can we restart presentation? We're going to go through personal now. Does that sound good to everyone? Is there any other one that you wanted to see very badly before I switch over? Let me know. Going once. Going twice. Sold. All right, let's see if we can jump through some of this.
Hello,
stuff
and welcome to this brief interactive experience. We think you'll see that the next few minutes will be time very well spent. Bettr's a platform of partners, services, and tools designed to solve some of the most challenging problems we face today. We've connected small and medium companies alike to unique specialists, resulting in millions in recovered funds.
Curtis, so did everybody get that? Did everybody kind of get the gist of what we're doing here with iDecide and everything? So,
Yes.
question, and Curtis, let me know when you're back. Question: does anybody on here put yes or no in the chat? Does anybody on here plan on not making any money with Bettr?
No.
Anybody on here not right? So anybody that plans on making money here needs to do these plans because it's going to feed right into what we're trying to do. Plus, everybody that plans on making money is going to get what? Stock certificate. Every dollar that we raise for the company in profit goes to what to your stock certificate. It's going to go up.
Gross.
So it's simple. It's logical. I was on a workshop with Apple TV. You've heard of Apple TV and you've heard of Apple. They said 99.99% of the time, if you have something that's free, it never takes off. Never. And this is Apple. So if you want this to take off for you, this is just the evolution of what's going on. And Curtis did a great job, explaining what we're doing here. But I love what we talked about Team Bettr. Who's on Team Bettr? We all are. Imagine this is the evolution of what we're doing here. So, you guys have done a great job up to this point so far, but I think moving forward, you're going to do an even better job. Who plans on making like six figures the next 12 months here? Who thinks with iDecide, tracking your business, all that stuff, be real with me. Who plans on who knows they could make at least $60 in the next 12 months to get a free membership, right? Who thinks they can make like 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand? Yeah. If you believe that, then you have to do it. Do you understand? I believe it. I mentioned last time, I already paid for 1,000 years of memberships with what I've made so far. So, it's
Curtis is back.
I'm back.
You back? Okay, Curtis, I'm going to hand it back.
Okay, good. I didn't want to cut you off, Dan, because I was getting inspired too. So appreciate you. Okay.
For the Bettr presentation.
The code for the Bettr presentation. You mean the one that we're watching right now, so you can look at it yourself?
Once we get the iDecide platform, it asks for codes for the companies that already have presentations ready.
Just BETTR. Yep. You just type in Bettr.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the code is Bettr.
Thank you very
much. We even
much.
have a Bettr code. All right, let's do this. Use my cheesy jokes. Okay, so we're going down the personal route this time. Now, I think I muted this. I need to fix that. There we go.
Just like you are experiencing challenges today. While the stock market soars, so do the prices in the supermarket. The cost of living keeps going up and up. Lucky for you, Bettr is here to help you get the inside scoop. With answers to just a couple questions, we can connect you with industry secrets that could save you thousands a year. Let's get started. Are you a W-2 employee or are you self-employed?
All right, we're going to go self-employed, and I'll tell you why. Self-employed, there are just more options available. It makes sure that they see SETC, things like that. So we'll go this route.
Did you pay more than $50,000 in taxes last year?
So yes.
How about 2020 and or 2021? Did you make any 1099 income?
Yes.
Thank you. And finally, do you have any federal student loans or consumer debt?
Let's do this. I want you guys to see all the options. So I'm going to just pick just a range that will trigger you seeing all of the options.
Fantastic. Based on your answers, this is what we think we could help you with. But you're in total control, so go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you like to see first?
So recognize, everyone, I picked all of the options to show everything. So if I didn't, maybe this wouldn't be check this out, or this wouldn't have the yellow. This is just laid out this way because I did the answers that trigger everything. So I know someone said, we'll do the debt ones. We will do credit card debt was the first one I saw. So get out of consumer debt, and then we'll do student loans in a second. Okay.
Debt is typically a difficult topic for people to discuss, and we're here to tell you that it shouldn't be. Consumer debt is rigged to keep you in debt forever. Maybe you've found yourself in debt because of hard times. The cost of living keeps going higher and higher, while good jobs are harder to find. Credit cards might have been the only answer. We're here to help, with no judgment, get you on a path that leads to a debt-free life. We have many different programs that can help reduce your card balances and even decrease payments 40 to 60%. And we'll make sure you fully understand the good, the bad, and the ugly, so you can make the right decision for you and your family. So if you have $7,000 or more in consumer debt, let's schedule a quick, no obligation call to see if we can help you.
Teresa said it best. This is outstanding. So we just send this link out to people. A business ready-made. That's exactly right. So that's exactly what this does for you.
Go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you like to see first?
We're going to check out student loan now.
We live in a society that tells you college is the path to success. And for many people, it is. What they forget to tell you, or more accurately, conveniently leave out, is that you will be saddled with payments for more years than you went to school in order to pay it off. Little do most people know, if you have federal student loans, there are programs out there that can help reduce or eliminate your monthly payments. Here's the great thing. These programs have zero impact on your credit. Also, while they are income-based, the relief, even for a high-income earner, is major. And to reiterate, this has zero negative impact to your credit. How does it work? We'll make sure you fully understand all the details so you can make the right decision for you and your family. So if you have $20,000 or more in federal student loans, let's schedule a quick, no obligation call to see if we can help you. Sound good?
Awesome. So before we dive forward, Pete, do you have something you want to chime in and add here? I see your hands raised. If not, no problem.
Go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you like to see first?
I'm going to show you two more here. I want you to see this one. I want you to note that the Clearwater presentation is actually different now that it's for an individual.
Great. As a solopreneur, we know you've had to worry about all aspects of your business, leaving no time to focus on finding high-quality health benefits that work as hard as you do. Well, we've partnered with a company that specializes in the complex world of health benefits, tailor-made for you, the self-employed, do-it-all entrepreneur. On average, they save their clients $8,000 per year on their existing plan for the same or better coverage than they already have. Sound like something you could benefit from? Let's schedule a quick call to see if we can save you an average $8,000 per year without reducing the quality of your plan.
So I'm getting a private message, but Rebecca, if you don't mind, I'm going to point it out for everyone. So Rebecca was saying, just wondering how Bettr knows who sent the link so we can get credit. So this is kind of the point to understand here. When you go through and sign up for iDecide, you are given your own hub for this. You are given an ability to send it to a specific person and email it to them. You can text it to them. You can set this up so it's not going to a specific person, but you put it out on social media, and then everyone who goes to look at the presentation has to put in their name and email, so you know who's looking at it. The point is, this is made and lines up for you specifically. And then at the end, if they're interested, if they go, let's schedule a call, they're forwarded back to you. So you can actually do a quality referral. So it's a very hands-on, tailor-made presentation for you in that it feeds back only to you. So yeah, Roy, very good descriptive word, dope, super dope. So let's see here. I wanted you to see, I don't know if it's just because of like, I'm getting these like notifications and I think it's messing with the music for some reason, but I want to show you, let's just look at what it says if make more money. I want to
Go ahead and choose what you'd like to learn more about. You can come back and look at the others later if you like, but which would you? Okay, great. We all know that with the current state of the economy, prices rising constantly, job insecurity, interest rates causing mortgage payments and loan payments to increase, having an additional income stream just makes sense. Actually, having 1, 2, or even 3 side hustles these days isn't that uncommon. So we were built to help you make extra money by simply helping others make their lives and businesses better. And we know you're busy and probably don't have the time to become the expert in all of the areas that we help people. We get it, and that's okay. We have the experts. We've made earning an additional income stream as easy as sending a link to this interactive presentation. Then, when someone wants help in their business or personal health or wealth, you hand them over to our specialists, and we pay you a referral fee when their plan is finalized. Have fun, make a difference, and make extra money. That's what we do. And could there be anything better? Would you like to schedule a quick call to learn more?
Kind of cool, right? So that's pretty much the extent of what this presentation covers. So I know we've got a lot of questions in the chats. Any other questions that are pertaining? Let's go first with this. So the 149, never pay again, is that a one-time pay? Yes. So if you sign up for iDecide before tomorrow night at midnight, and let me tell you this very clearly, okay? I hate with a burning passion a deadline, and then they just extend the deadline, and then they just extend the deadline, and it's like this fake deadline. There will be no extension of this deadline. I am telling you that right now, because Jeff and I have firmly agreed that we both despise that. So you have until tomorrow night at midnight, all right? I would sign up as many of the team, the people that referral partners you have in your team before tomorrow night at midnight, because then you get it for $149. Otherwise, it goes up. All the prices go up. It's $149 after that, a year. And then it's $250 if they want to sign up for lifetime. So you're saving $100 by just going forward by tomorrow night. So big deal, big deal. Take advantage of it now. All right. So many questions. I love this. Okay. Yes. Let's go through the process one more time of how we do this. Good. So you're going to go to, again, betterincome.com, and you will sign in obviously from there and go up to subscriptions. Let me see. I'm going to turn off my video, guys, and I'm actually going to show you it also on phone, because this is a point that I think some people do get confused with. So I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to show you also on mobile, so you can see. Good. Let me just get over there. Better income. Okay, so I'm going to share my phone screen so you can see it here. So, come on. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let me get this to pop up. Okay, screens. Shoot, it's not showing my phone as an option to share, which is so weird. I'm literally on it. Okay, that's fine. So the whole point here, actually, we'll just do it. Oh, there we go. Is that me? No, that's not me. That is me. Cool. Okay, so check it out. So you want to hit the hamburger. So it's this in the top corner, in the top right hand corner, the three lines. Here, Jet's sharing his screen, but I'm gonna try and annotate on top of it.
Curtis, just to follow up on the last explanation you
Yeah.
did, when we send out the iDecide link to the person, it's not linked to our Bettr referral links. They're coming back to us, and then we send them the link that they decide that they're interested in, right?
Yeah, and here's let me be very candid as to why. What we found, there's a lot of individuals in Bettr who have been doing this. I don't want to say in a lazy way because we really set the expectation. Let's be honest. We told you, hey, all you have to do is send out a link, and then magically, all the normal sales objections that people have just go away. Which I think we all know that's not really the way things go. People do kind of still need to be walked through. Jet, go ahead and stop sharing, and I'm going to share my screen. But they really do have to be walked through the process. So it is just best practice by far to then go through with them and walk them through getting started. And especially if we're talking Clearwater, you want to make sure that they either show up to whatever appointment with Clearwater, or if you're the person who's actually licensed and signing them up instead of a license referral, you're doing the license sign up. You still want to be there. So we just know that is best practice. It is by far best practice, and pretty much everything we have going on, you can make enough money that it's worth your time to do that. So that's why it's farming it back to you, because we don't want you to lose out on the potential by doing a referral that just has a lowered probability. So that's really the reason why. Does that make sense? I want to make sure that actually makes sense to everyone. Give me some feedback here. I also know, Pete, we have you on the call, right? If you want to just unmute, I have a question for you specifically on that point. Pete.
On that note, we would like to know if when they say schedule an appointment, are we able to put in like our Calendly link or something?
We're working on that. They don't have that functionality yet, but it is something we've requested and we are working with them to do, because we do want them to be able to put a calendar into your Calendly, your personal Calendly. That we definitely want to have set up. So yeah, we are working on that, but right now the functionality is to send them to your email so that you know that they're coming in, and then you can work with them to go forward at that point. So, okay, so from here, you're going to go subscriptions, scroll down to the bottom of this page, and you will see Bettr interactive marketing through iDecide. Just click learn more at the bottom. Learn more takes you to this page. You'll see this launch special pops up. Even if you go to buy now up here, you'll still see the Bettr special right here. $149, never pay again. 3-day money back guarantee available now through July 4th. So what that literally means is midnight July 4th. So if 12:01 July 5th, you reach out, these are then the new prices, these three right here. Okay, so I wonder if you could literally pay with Bitcoin. That's hilarious. Okay, but do this one. Sign up for the $149 never pay again and get started here. You put in all your information. You'll note this is confuse some people, but make sure you put in your agent code over here so they know that you're with Bettr. Pete's back. All right. Hey, Pete, question for you, because frankly, some of your successes are really what led us to making a determination like this. Have you ever made any of these referrals to make multiple six figures with this platform? Have you ever done any of them where you just sent the person over to the company and washed your hands of it and just collected a check? Or did you do a very active referral where you were involved?
I would say most of them were active, but one of the things that makes, it's different levels of active. So one of the things that makes Bettr so great is it really is just a referral platform. You're referring a link, and but I'm kind of determining what I think that client needs. What makes this different is they can determine what they think they need. So, which is actually more important.
Yeah, and what we've found here, and you can, confirm or deny, but what we've found is that when you set someone up to get on a call with a company, let's say it's Clearwater, or any of the other platforms or any of the other companies on our platform, making sure they show up to it and being on that initial call or just to make that warm handshake has just increased our success percentage dramatically. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah. Warm handshake is everything. It's if it's not from my warm hand and I don't know them, I want someone else to give a warm handshake to hand it off. And so referral, sparking interest, getting honed in on narrow focus on what the need is, and then you can more easily address them, talk to them, and help them.
Beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Pete.
Sure.
Appreciate you. All right. So let's answer so many questions, folks. I hope that we can get to even some of them. Linda's asking, is there a deadline for Bettr Plus and Bettr Pro? 5 and 15, those are the prices. Now, in terms of a deadline, we don't want you to lose access to the platform. So sign up well before August 1st. August 1st is the deadline. So make sure that everyone gets in by then because we don't want anyone to lose access. It's just, we really don't want that to happen. All right. Are there options for other language for the presentation? So that's a good question. Hi, Liz. Been a while. Good to see you. But apparently they support it, but I would have to see what the process is like to turn that on. I don't know if we have to pay for a different voiceover. So I'll find out if that's the case, and then we'll go from there on that. But that's a great question. I know that they support other languages. It's just I don't know that it's set up for that. What does a person still get free? Nothing. I don't know how to better state that. Well, let's see. They can still get emails from us I don't know, maybe we'll have some non-paid events to give them some little pieces of wisdom, but the Bettr Income platform is a paid platform now. That is the answer. In order to take Bettr where it needs to go and for us to expand it the way, frankly, you all need it to, this is now a paid platform. That's the long and the short of it. We do it because we love you, because we need to have the ability to scale this thing the way that is really, really needed. Is there a version in Espanol? Not yet. We will check that out. That's probably a good idea to have that be the next route. So James, great question. Which presentation should I send to a client? Bettr non-licensed, or Tributin for Bettr? So once you get in there, you'll note that there are 3 different options. If you are not licensed, meaning you do not have a health license, you cannot solicit for Clearwater. That is a health license product. So you will send the Bettr non-licensed version and then get yourself licensed. And then you can work with Clearwater. To give you an idea, with Clearwater, I have a client that I just got the quotes back. They're going to save based on one. There are 2 options that we sent them, 2 Clearwater plans. One of them saves them 30% and the other saves them 50%. So Clearwater can help you with any kind of businesses save 30 to 50%. The average is $4,000 per employee. Big deal. So do you have to be appointed with Clearwater? Yeah, so you get enrolled in their broker program. Jet, go ahead and if you could hunt down the link for that for Clearwater and throw that in there, that would be great. What is the Bettr subscription for? To be on the Bettr Income platform. Folks, it's a shift, but it's a very important shift. This is something that needs to change with this platform so that we can take it to the next level. And I know that there are going to be some of you out there that maybe are a little annoyed about that, but honestly, guys, we're talking about $5 or $15 a month. Your Netflix subscription is $15 a month.
Right.
We are talking about the ability to make multiple 6 figures. Some of you will make 7 figures a year with this platform. I heard someone trying to chime in.
Curtis, it's either 17 cents a day or 50 cents a day.
Yeah, good point, Dan. That's a very good point. So for the price of 2 gumballs a day, are gumballs still 25 cents? I know they used to be cheaper, but I feel like they're $0.25 now. So no, you don't have to be appointed with Tributin. That's a good question. So you'll see there that there is a Tributin is the way to actually say it. I've been saying it wrong since we launched them. And Patrick was good enough not to correct me on our launch, but it's Tributin. Tributin is our research and development partner on the platform. They have an iDecide presentation. Just so you guys know, this is super cool. So you get access to Tributin. You get access to, there are other financial platforms that are looking to roll this stuff out. You'll get access to all of these things. Once you pay one time for iDecide, so if you go the lifetime, you have lifetime access to iDecide. If you happen to come across another company that you're affiliated with and they come out with an iDecide, you've already paid for it. You don't have to repay for these things. So pay once and you're good, okay? So for instance, we're pretty sure PFN is going to go forward with an iDecide. PTA is looking at doing an iDecide. Tributin has an iDecide. We're in the middle of talking with oh my goodness, Jorns about doing an iDecide. And then as a result, probably Top Notch will then do an iDecide. So you guys, this is going to give you access. Whatever you pay for this, you're going to get access to all of those as well once they roll out. So very, very exciting stuff. Yeah. So you just basically, like Jet said in the chat there, you reach out to hi@iDecide, which is their email address, and then you will get to activate that particular iDecide presentation.
Curtis, I forgot to tell you this too. This is really good news as well.
Yeah.
We had a meeting with one of the gals on my team who's got a really big marketing company for real estate and mortgages. They're basically going to customize and do an iDecide for real estate and mortgages, and they're going to get it out to their 50,000 plus contacts to do the iDecide as well.
Very exciting stuff. I love it, Dan. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Folks, this is going to get, I'm not trying, I know we named Bettr for a reason, so you would say it all the time and you'd never be able to stop thinking about us. And we did that on purpose, but it's going to get so much better as this thing goes. Nick, can we upgrade from $5 to $15 option later? Yes, I don't know that we have the mechanism to do that yet, but we will definitely make sure that can be done. I know at least on a manual level, we'll be able to do that. So let's say you sign up for the $5 version now. If later on, a couple months down the road, a month later, you're like, this is awesome, I need the pro version. If we haven't rolled out an obvious way to upgrade, you just send an email to support@abetterlife and we'll get you upgraded. Not a problem. Okie dokie. Melissa, I think we answered your question there. Okay, when will there be training on Bettr Pro subscription? Miguel, there's not a whole ton to train on yet. Couple things to think with. The email side should be rolling out. Obviously, we're rolling up on the holidays, so guys, there's nothing. You're not going to see anything super fancy over the 4th, 5th, 6th this week. But next week, you'll probably start receiving your email to set up your email address. We are, I want to say, a week and a half out from being done with the personal leads platform on the plus version, and then a couple days later we'll have the team leads laid out for everyone on the pro version. We're figuring out our first exclusive training for pro members for this month, so we should be doing one for this month for sure. There's no question we'll have a bunch of them as we line them up for month after month after month. There's we might be starting it this next weekend, or this next week, but we are going to be doing daily sales calls for pro members, not for plus members, but for just pro members. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I pretty much lined up a bunch of also some of the product partners to hop in there for sales closing pieces in relation to that company. Whoa, that was a lot of noise and then you got muted. I like it. Cool. I lost my train of thought. So let's go. Karen, what about Let's Chat? For setting up their own iDecide, they have not stated that they want one yet, but why don't you give the Let's Chat guys a piece of your mind? Tell them to get with it. We would love to make that sales process easier. Ebony's saying, how do you make your own iDecide? So there is a platform for doing that, actually. It's My iDecide. It's we're working on getting up the sales page for this. I'm going to just send it to you guys right now. It doesn't have I don't know if everyone knows what the term attribution means, but attribution is you attribute it. So they come in and you want to attribute it to you as the rep, right? So attribution is just the process of setting that up. But it doesn't have the tracking on there. So you'll just make sure that you sign the client up or sign yourself up and use your agent code to get credit for that. And then where do I have that? I was just looking at that. I'm pretty sure I have it on a page somewhere, but I don't want to hold everyone up for that. In fact, I don't have to. I just found it. Okay. So I am putting this in the chat here for everyone. This is the sales page for the My iDecide, which is just it's a do-it-yourself version, so you can lay out your own iDecide presentation with this. And you can also sell this to other clients. I'm working with a marketing team right now personally to distribute this. Yeah, it does cost extra money. Absolutely. It is a paid separate service with iDecide that you can then sell to clients. And you could obviously sell it to yourself or use it yourself. Okay, so Raj, I've answered your question a couple times here, my friend. The Bettr subscriptions are membership to Bettr. Just like a lot of companies out there, in order to actually have this be a very profitable activity that makes it so we have profit to be able to expand the platform and make it what it really needs to become, we are having to shift over to a paid platform. So that is the simplicity of it. The whole reason we're doing that is so we can give you so many more resources and that this can be a more plug and play, easy to use, effective platform that adds core services to your core function. Okay, guys, I don't know what to say here. You guys are throwing more questions here than I can get to. I feel bad because I know I've got a bunch of questions. I'm going to go back up to the top and get some of you the questions at the top here. So, all right. Okay, we're not even there yet. Oh my goodness. Folks, there's like hundreds of questions in here. I don't want to keep everyone forever, but I want to answer all of your questions. So, let's see. Yeah, Kevin, I know that. So to your question way earlier, just email support@abetterlife and we will get you set up to upgrade from 5 to 15. And then platforms so we can receive resulting commissions. Commissions, of course. So if you send over a client to iDecide, and now recognize, obviously, there's no commission paid on someone in your team paying for iDecide. That's not a thing. We're talking about if you find an outside client for iDecide and you get them to go through the process of setting up their own presentation. I believe that their process right now they call it My iDecide, I don't know. It's like $100 a month, but think of what you can do with this kind of thing to drive traffic from social media. This is so powerful. So when you sign up a client for that, there's a percentage commission that you get on that. So also, if you know massive platforms like Bettr that would benefit from something like this, make that introduction, and there's a percentage of all of the subscriptions ongoing. So that one's really excited. Geez Louise. Exciting. All right. Jerry, I don't know what's going on with the Prosperity website. Hey, Jet, make a note to find out if there's an issue with the Prosperity website. Okay, why do we have a separate Tributin presentation for iDecide? So when you're in there, you have access to Tributin's R&D credit iDecide. So it is tailor-made for just that one thing. So as an example, let's say you have a business owner and you're like, I know he needs R&D, but I want him to be able to go through that process of understanding a little bit more about it. You send that to them. They intelligently kind of qualify them for that process and see, okay, are they the right kind of client that could benefit from this? What are the frequently asked questions? What are some examples of testimonials? It sends them through that initial sales process. So they come out the other end and they're very excited about getting going with R&D through Tributin. So good. Okay, let me get back to some of these questions. Man, I need to learn to talk faster, I guess, huh? All right. So many. Anyone got a good joke? Just kidding. Now I'm going to find a question. Can you change the voice? No, you cannot change the voice, but that's a cool idea. All right. There's an error with the iDecide presentation. Hey, Jet, take note of Miguel. Miguel made a comment back at 3:14. Apparently there is a mistake in there for the iDecide presentation. So can you go grab that? All right. Next question. No, we already talked about that one. Good. $20 is the low end. Okay, So so we have Barb asking about, you mentioned 20,000 as the low end for student loan. I thought it was 30,000. Again, Jet, take note on that because when we pulled the info from Alex, he said 20,000. So I want to make sure that we're right on that. Jet threw in the link to get appointed with Clearwater. So you can go here. I'll throw that back in one more time here. Don't send me, damn it. Send me to the bottom. Okay. To inform all of our people on our team about iDecide. So that's a great question. So Nick is asking, is there a way in Bettr that we can send out an email to inform all of the people on our team about iDecide and the need to upgrade to the paid subscription? Not really. Like, we obviously send emails out to everyone. So Nick and everyone else here on Bettr, trust me, that is the biggest point of anguish, I would say, that I have, is that there are only so many ways to reach out to everyone. We throw stuff on our Facebook group. We throw it on Facebook. We have Mighty Networks where we put things. We email you. We text you. So it might just be that they need the personal touch from you. So maybe just reach out to the key people in Bettr. And yeah, fear of loss is a great way. I hate to use it, but we want to keep them on the platform. If we had our way, we would not lose a single person in Bettr. We want to have every single member stay on with us. And I don't want to lose people simply because they just didn't get the memo. So I would just call everyone. Here, let me show you. Here, let me pull it up really quickly. I don't want to show you a specific team. So let me see. I'll just show you this initial part really quickly here. Actually, hey, Dan, do you mind if I log in as you and show them your team? Is that okay?
Please.
Okay. All right, Daniel Ebert. I'm logging in as you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to see your team. So this might help. So if you go team here, you have two views. You could look at it as a chart, and it's just like you click this and it expands, and then it shows you this gigantic team. And if you click into each of the things, you'll see some of them will then click out. So there are obviously people who are individual, but he has a much bigger team than this. So, but this you can also see it actually in this way. You come back over here, you go team, and you go just team, and then you can hit search, and it'll pop up every single person in his organization, and it's going to go on forever because Dan's got 1,400 people in his Bettr team because Dan is a beast. So what you can obviously do is come in here, and then you've got all their info. Here's the thing, folks, we're in a digital age. If you have your own CRM or you have your own MailChimp, Constant Contact, and you want to be able to email your people, reach out to support. We'll export, your team so you can reach out to them. We're not trying to obviously limit your ability to communicate to them. So if you want a contact list for your guys, just email us. Yeah, so Nick, send an email to support@abetterlife. We'll get you your contact list. And then you can throw it into Constant Contact or MailChimp or something like that, and then you will be able to email them directly. But honestly, call them. If you can, give them a call. It's 404, folks. If you need to bail, I get it, but I'm going to keep going. So, quick turnaround of today's replay. Yes, we will do as fast as we can of today's replay out to you. Now, note that a lot of obviously what we're covering today is a repeat of what we covered on Monday, right? So if you go in and then you go over to Bettr Network, you will find yourself, I happen to be in the Bettr Major Events section right here, but if you go in, you'll see Bettr Major Events right here, and then you'll see the Bettr Plus and Bettr Pro launch replays. So this is the 20-minute version. So basically what we did is we just trimmed down, I won't play it obviously for everyone. Look at that. We even did subtitles. Right, man, we're fancy. So this is just the 20 minutes where I actually go through what Bettr Plus and Bettr Pro are. So you don't have to then go and watch the entire event replay, which is 90 minutes. But both of them are right here. So you can watch the event replay for Monday. We will still, obviously, to that point, get out the replay for today as fast as humanly possible. Nick, that's it. I quit. LOL. That's awesome. Okay. Great. All right, there's so many questions in here. Sorry, folks. As I'm scrolling up, I feel like there's one more question every second. All right. Will iDecide give you the choice to play the presentation without interactions? No, sir. The interactions are statistically so superior that you want them to be there. Good. For clarity, okay, so we pay $149 once. So again, Teresa, I don't want to missay your name, but there's about 1,000 pronunciations for your name, so I apologize. But they're two separate things. To stay in Bettr, you need to have either Bettr Plus or Bettr Pro. That is $5 or $15, okay, a month. So that is for Bettr. Don't do iDecide if you don't do that part. Obviously, because we don't want you to pay for iDecide and then not have access to the Bettr platform. That would be very silly. So obviously, do the $149 to lock in the lifetime for iDecide. For sure, do that. No question. If you're serious about this thing, you need to do that. And then do Pro. Suggested route, okay? Let's make this very clear. Everyone pay attention. Put your TikTok down. Tell your kids to just hold it for 1 second and listen. Do this. Go in, become a member with Bettr. Do Bettr Pro. Pay $15 a month. For that, you'll be able to track your entire agency, everyone that you bring into this thing. You'll want to be able to see who's active, who's inactive, help their leads get moving. Why? Because then you'll make money on your agency, but then also you'll track your own personal leads. So go do Bettr Pro, okay? Bettr Pro, step 1. Step 2, go and pay for the one-time fee of $149 for iDecide. With those two things, you are ready to rock and roll. You will, can't promise it because you might take that and do nothing with it, but take it and do massive action and it will pay you back in spades. It will pay you back 100 times over, okay? That's not a quote or a promise, but for anyone who really takes it seriously, they can do that, okay? Can we get credit for reselling iDecide? Yes. In fact, that's a good point. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed this, but I'll go back. If you click, I'll just tell you about it. If you click the little iDecide button on the presentation, it shows them a little iDecide presentation about iDecide. So yeah, that's a little thing in there. And I think we have an iDecide presentation that is either available or soon to be available in iDecide to send out. So you'll be able to send an iDecide about iDecide. Okay. Jennifer saying, I signed up. Where does it show up? It will be showing up very soon. You did get a confirmation when you signed up, but you'll see it will pop up on your Bettr platform. Not quite yet, but it's a feature that we're working on that it'll say Bettr Plus or Bettr Pro. So that will be coming very soon. And next question. You don't have to. Thing stopping me from getting iDecide is having to spend the time. So Oscar's saying the only thing stopping me from getting iDecide is having to spend the time to create these interactive presentations. I'm assuming they have an AI version to create presentations that works. So Oscar, recognize that this is a pre-built presentation for Bettr. So when you go and pay for iDecide, the presentation that I just showed on my screen, call it 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, you have access to that, okay? You don't have to go and create a presentation. It's already created. We spent weeks and months pulling that thing together and honing it in. So you don't have to create an iDecide. It is already created for Bettr. All right. Let's see. Next question. So if we market iDecide personally, we earn commission on the monthly subscription or a one-time commission. It depends on the version you distribute. But let's say they sign up for the $100 a month. You make a ongoing subscription as they keep paying $100 a month, and that's for that My iDecide. When a person in my team signs up, how do they stay connected to my team? They're automatically staying in your team. Don't worry about that. We have full tracking of the hierarchies. They just need to sign up and then let you know, and then great, you're good to go. We will work on, not this week, because again, tomorrow's 4th of July, so we're going to be celebrating America. So, but next week we'll work on sending out or giving you some kind of a report of who's signed up and who hasn't. So we will work on that. Oh, Oscar, great. Yeah. No, if you go through and sign up with that My iDecide link that I posted above, you can absolutely create a presentation for your solar company. But then second to that, you can also you can do a version where they set it up for you, and it's just more expensive to do it that way, but it is an option. Okay, well, I have the option to create personal presentations like classes for other endeavors. That's My iDecide. Go sign up for the $100 a month My iDecide, and you'll be able to create iDecides in there. Good. Yeah, you did. That's right. You did not get a confirmation email from Bettr for Bettr Pro subscription, but we're working on that system now. Currently, there's not a discount for Bettr if you pay annually. We've gotten a couple of requests for that, so we'll probably do that. And obviously, if we do that, don't worry. If you've already paid for your subscription, we'll credit that to an annual. So don't wait for us to come out with an annual subscription. Just sign up for what we have available right now, either Bettr Plus or Bettr Pro. And when we come up with an annual, we'll give you the ability to put that toward it. Okay. So don't worry about that. Curtis, is there a way we can send out iDecide on social media where viewers can eventually be compelled to enter their email and mobile? Yes, sir, there is. And in the back-end presentation or in the back-end user interface, you will see an option for sending out via social media. So yes, there is a setup for that, and you will be able to collect up their name and email address. Okay. Does the professional email come with iDecide? No, it does not. That comes with the pro version of $15 a month. You will get access to the professional email. So yes, that's right, Teresa. $149 once plus pro at $15. That's right. Okay. Good. I think I've gotten to most or all of your questions. Maybe not. Will we be able to order business cards designed by Bettr through our Bettr Pro subscription? No, not a bad idea. But we'll look at that. That's not a bad idea. Okay, do you need to keep a subscription to Bettr if you get an iDecide subscription? Yes, Sarah, you do. You need to have a subscription to both. Can you tell us more about the other advanced marketing beyond iDecide? Nope. Later. For right now, advanced marketing is iDecide. Okay. Good. Oh my goodness, the questions are stacking up. I'm still going up, folks. You're adding more down. This is a lot. I'm happy that you have questions, and I'm glad we can answer them.
We should probably do a separate training on another Q&A session.
Yeah, I don't want people to have to leave with folks, you can bail. We're just handling Q&A. I just don't want to leave anyone's questions unanswered, but for any of you who don't have questions, please feel free to bail. Not an issue. It's 4:15. We've already been going for over an hour. But I want to give you as many answers as you can. If my team doesn't do the subscription, so they roll up, yes, that's correct. They would roll up. Now, very important, and I'm shocked no one has asked this. If someone on your team doesn't sign up for a plan, yes, team rolls up for sure. That's the way that goes. But if they wrote business before, if they sent in leads and those leads then pay out, or their team leads pay out, that will still get paid to them. They are vested is the term. So that means that even if they decide not to go forward with Bettr and they end their membership with Bettr, anything let's say it's today, okay? Today they end their membership with Bettr. Everything that they submitted in terms of leads or business up to today, they'll still get paid on, okay? That's not going anywhere. It's just everything from this point forward that maybe even their agency that they brought into Bettr does. If they don't maintain a subscription, anything forward from that date, they cannot participate in. So you have a team, I hate to say it so bluntly, you need to sign up for a membership. It just doesn't make sense to not stay part of this business. You've built it. We're trying to make it so that we can offer you so much more than we've been able to offer you thus far. And we want you to build this to be a multiple 6-7 figure business a year with some of the Clearwater and some of these other companies. You have residual options. This is something you should definitely invest in. If you're sitting there on the fence, email Bettr and let us know why. And we want to help you with that. Okay, so is there a way Yes, so we already talked about that. Okay, good. Sorry, I've already handled that. Was the Tuesday 8:30 p.m. iDecide training recorded? I don't know. It was done by iDecide, so we'll have to find out about that. Jet, can you note that down, please? Can we create an FAQ that contains these answers? Sure. We can do some of them. We'll do the most notable ones. What does it mean roll up? Karen, great question. If someone obviously isn't part of the Bettr family anymore, they decide not to have a membership with Bettr, and let's say they brought people into Bettr previously, well, they're deciding that they don't see a reason to continue the connection with both Bettr, but also the people that they brought into Bettr. So obviously don't think that that's necessarily a great idea. But if they decide to do that, the people that were in their team just roll up to the person above them and they become that person's team. So we don't want it to happen, but if it does, it does. And we're not going to kick out their team just because they don't sign up. So the team stays intact and it just goes up to the person above them. So that's what roll up means. Yeah, no, happy to take the time to answer your guys' questions. Will we be able to order business cards? Already answered that. Okay. With the one-time charge with iDecide, can you create other business presentations other than Bettr? No, that would be my iDecide. That would be that other option. This is just for Bettr presentations and other presentations other companies have already made. So if you are let's say you were a distributor for Tributin, and you then found out that Bettr came out with an iDecide. If you had already paid for Tributin's iDecide, you then get Bettr's for free. The point is you're not having to pay over and over and over again if other companies that you're affiliated with happen to roll out an iDecide. So that's what that means. Sarah, thank you. Happy 4th of July to you too. Happy 4th of July to everyone on this call, even though it's the 3rd. Yes. Okay, good. We already answered that. Okay. Good. Answered that. The payment, Stacy, she's asking, when do payments start? I just signed up for Pro. You should see the $15 come out of your bank account relatively immediately. We're doing it through Stripe. So, most companies out there use Stripe. So it's pretty instant. As part of the Bettr Pro, can we have a Bettr company association we can use on LinkedIn? That's a really interesting question. Jet, Miguel 418 at 4:18 p.m. He asked a question about LinkedIn. Can you just take note of that? Because that's not a bad idea, but we want to check that one out. Trying to sign up and says my phone is invalid. Nick, I don't have a good answer for you on that. Are you in the U.S.? Go ahead and just let me know if you're in the U.S., Nick. I'm assuming you are. It should work with any normal phone number. Yeah. Yes. Can we create a Q&A? Yes. Great suggestion. We will work on it. Happy 4th of July. Yes. Awesome. Oh, he is Ohio. Great. Awesome. So, Nick, I don't know why it's not working. Do me a favor. Try. What's that?
I don't either. I mean, I'm signed up already on Bettr and everything else. Okay. That phone number's been working fine. So, just I was curious why that come up. I don't know. And my wife maybe just disconnected my phone or something I didn't know about. But
make sure your phone isn't first disconnected. Step 1. 2, honestly, if you have any further issues, reach out to support. So it's with iDecide that it's not working?
No, iDecide went through fine. It's the
so it's okay. So it's the other one. Okay. Good. Send support at A Better Life an email, and I will look on the back end on our Stripe side. I'll have our support team actually do it and see if it gives us any insight. But then we'll let you know what we see. Okay.
Cool. No problem. Happy 4th.
Beautiful. Okay, good. Karen, I answered that question. Okay, good. I think we answered all of everyone's questions. Very, very exciting. Thank you so much for, goodness gracious, sticking around for 80 minutes. Appreciate you all. Have a sense of urgency with this. I need you to have a sense of urgency. We're on the cusp of taking something that's already amazing and making it so much more so. The whole point of this is we're one of the few companies that's actually kept our promise in regards to ownership. We carved up the chunk of this company for the field, and based on your production in Bettr, based on your going out and helping businesses, helping families with some of our absolutely amazing partners, you have access to not just the tools, but ownership. So if one day we go public or someone decides to buy Bettr and merge it in with another company, or we merge and there's all this other stuff, you have ownership in this company. Take advantage of it. Pat, Nick, awesome. Problem solved. I love it. So take advantage of it. Become a member of this. We want every single one of you to convert to a paid plan. What we will be able to do with that is sky's the limit. We will make this the best referral platform in America. It already probably is up there in terms of what it can do for your core focus. Most of you, a lot of you are in financial services. You need prosperity tax advisors for your high net worth clients, to attract your high net worth clients. You need PFN for anyone who's running into debt. And let's face it, that's half this country, if not more. You need Clearwater for any business owners. Small business owners just get crushed. Like I said, I'm helping a school with Clearwater. They're paying 50% more on their health plan because they're a small school. 50% more than what they will pay with Clearwater. That's not a small amount of money. That's the difference of some of their staff not getting the plan or not. Then that's what the big companies offer to small companies out there. So if you do this, no, we're not doing anything international right now. Sure, you can go and sign up, but no, international, honestly, the complexity, I learned this a long time ago from a business mentor. Master the United States first before you add the complexity of international. So for now, US based. Let's Chat works international. You absolutely can refer an international client, but we only pay based on US Social Security number or EIN. So sorry, no more questions, folks. I'm wrapping, but the amount of things that we can do to help you in a financial core focus. If you are a realtor, how many of your clients come around that, go, okay, I need to calculate how to reduce down my taxes, but not completely because I obviously need to qualify for a house. Great, PTA, Prosperity Tax Advisors, that's your go-to for that. You're going to run into clients that are qualified except they have bad credit. Great, Prosperity Financial Network. All of these things, second sale is really where it's at. Clearwater, we're talking about residual. These tools and this platform are all the extra pieces you need to add a robustness to your core focus. So take the time to learn one or two of these companies and actually work it. Actually get out there, help families, become a Bettr Pro member, because we are going to start doing it's going to basically be daily sales calls. And then we'll do every month or something, probably like a boot camp. But you'll only get access to that if you're Bettr Pro. So get signed up for that. We want to take those who are serious. That's another thing. Let's just call it what it is. This is a filtration process. We want to know who's serious. We want to know who's actually on the real Team Bettr. You signing up for a subscription isn't that. It's just a step along the way. It lets us know that you're at least serious to invest a little bit in yourself and into your business. A very little amount. But then we at least know that we're dealing with those who are pretty serious about, doing something notable with Bettr to help their community. So it is meaningful, but it's just the initial indication that you are on our team, ready to rock and roll, ready to make a difference out there, but you still have to get out there and talk to people. Share your iDecide link. That's the ticket. Otherwise, yes, thank you for all these happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everyone. Happy Independence Day. Eat a bunch of hamburgers and hot dogs. Bask in the sun. It's going to be a beautiful day up here in Georgia. We're going to go on a lake and hang out. My kids are going to just drown me basically because they're still 4 and 6. So we get into a lake and they're just basically like shoving my head down so they stay above the water. But I'm going to have a blast. You all have a blast. Celebrate this great country we live in. A lot of crazy things happening in this country. But the fact that we are able to get on here and do what we're doing is a testament to how amazing this country really is. So I hope you all have an amazing 4th. Get started with iDecide and Bettr paid plans. iDecide before tomorrow at midnight, all right? Love y'all. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next call. Thanks so much. Bye.
Thanks, Curtis.